come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Well, good morning from Southern California. Again, we are back in the Sonoran Desert region because Kara and Danielle have their Rebel Rally training. Yesterday we just kind of piddled around Yuma a little bit, got some grocery shopping done, that sort of thing, and then came out to the Imperial Sand Dunes where Kara and Danielle's training is. And we kind of drove around the desert just a little bit and said our goodbyes for a week. It's going to be 6 days till we see each other again. Bye. Y'all have fun. Love you. Love you. All right, Rooster, it's just me and you for the next 6 days. Mwah. So while they're doing their training, Rooster and I are exploring the desert. We are in California today. I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow that we will cross into Arizona, and then the rest of this trip will be just exploring the Arizona desert. We've got the Salton Sea right over there. I don't remember the history of all that, but cool story with the Salton Sea. It is the saltiest body of water, maybe next to the Dead, maybe second to the Dead Sea, or maybe even saltier than the Dead Sea. I'm not sure. It's real salty. And right over here, that mountain range, actually just not even to the mountain range, is a U.S. military gunnery range. So I did hear some gunfire taking place last night. I don't know if it's from people in the gunnery range or the group of side-by-sides that came through here about 11 o'clock last night, went down there and came back. I'm not sure. But Rooster and I are going to have the plan is to just explore. I've got a general route lined out. I've got some campsites marked, but the goal is to just explore. We have no real agenda on this trip. I'm gonna finish packing things up, and then we're gonna hit the trail. All right, let's go. Let's go see what we can see today. You excited? Huh? You excited? Let's go. You'll learn in the series that I have fallen in love with the Sonoran Desert. It's the second largest desert in North America and covers over 120,000 square miles, extending from Southern California and Arizona into northern Mexico. Of the 4 deserts in North America, the Sonoran is unique in that it doesn't have cold winters, which makes this the perfect place to explore in the wintertime. With highs in the mid-70s and lows in the upper 40s, lower 50s, very little rainfall, it's a winter overlander's paradise. And because of the mild winter climate, the Sonoran Desert is home to more plant and animal species than any other desert in the world. do have the gunnery range down here to our south, a wilderness area currently to our north, but this little section of trail is on BLM land, and it's pretty cool. This place is awesome. I don't know if I'm on an old kind of a riverbed here, but it's just super wide and you can kind of choose your own route through it. It's pretty cool. What do you think, Rooster? But that was the old Eagle Mountain Railroad trestle. I don't think that's used anymore, but kind of cool little landmark out here. Gosh, it just feels so desolate out here. I mean, of course, I had side-by-sides driving by last night, and there was that couple in their Jeep getting some stuff ready and under the railroad bridge. So it's I think there's that. I don't think it's as desolate as it appears. Well, we're deviating off the main trail just for a bit, because apparently there's a slot canyon up here, and I am a sucker for slot canyons. So we're gonna go check it out. Wild berry Pop-Tarts are my favorite. And it's not because the icing matches my hair, although it does. They're just the best. Blueberry comes in second, then strawberry. This little spot is really cool. It looks like there's a bunch of little slot canyons that go in and out of here. But I'm looking for one in particular known as Red Canyon, and it should be right up here. Wow. I'm kind of wondering how far you can drive into this. This is way cool. This is where the road ends on the map. So I'm gonna stop here and walk a little bit. This would have been a cool place to camp last night. There's a fire ring here. Pretty cool one too. But this would have been a cool spot. I will mark it on my map as a place to camp. Just a few rigs. Check this out. We found water in the desert. Ooh, I'd be seriously dying of thirst before I took a sip of that. This is cool. Another larger pool of water there. I'm guessing there's another pool of water up in that little bowl up there too. Well, where I parked the Jeep was where the trail ended on the map, basically just around that corner over there. But this looks interesting. Looks like it would be a lot of fun But this is California State Land Trust, so I don't know the legality of this. Obviously, people do drive this. I don't know if they do it legally or not. Huh. I always think when you're out exploring like this, just, kind of stick to the maps. Don't do things that may be questionable. Because this is like a lot of fun. Plus, I am solo, and it would be foolish of me to do something foolish and go off on an unmarked trail, fairly technical, but not too bad, and risk something happening because I'm out there all alone. I'm back on BLM land now, so let's go see if this little trail pops up on top with a cool little view and a campsite. Curious. Oh yeah, another nice little spot to camp. Nice and flat up here, a little firing. I like it. When you're out on your off-roading and overlanding trips, and you see little side spots that look like they might head up to a viewpoint or possibly a neat campsite or something, be sure and take it. And you might find something like that would be a cool place to camp the next time you're in the area. And I would love to camp there. That would be sweet. Just to wake up to those views and go to sleep with the sunsets and stuff from there. I bet they're awesome. So, take your time. Explore a little. Don't just stick to the agenda. I don't have an agenda, so that's easy. The name of this main trail that I'm on is the Bradshaw Trail, and I know nothing about it other than I'm on it. And it goes this way. It does pretty much skirt the whole edge of the northern section of the gunnery range, so I know that much. Alright, at one of the intersections here, there's this cool sign, and apparently they have big old desert tortoises here. Oh, I want to see one of those. I am here, I think, and I think I'll be going all the way out the Bradshaw Trail over here. I'm not sure where Arizona is on this map. Also don't know if I'll make it all the way here, but this is the Chocolate Mountain Aerial Gunnery Range, live bombing range. That's cool. most difficult. Huh. Apparently there's a mine this direction. And we're gonna check it out.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are?
I guess this is it. Danger, abandoned mine. All right, let's check it out. Well, there's an old bed spring. Some old wood ties. Some, I have a clue what that metal thing is down there. Maybe an old furnace. Purely guessing. But where's the mine? Well, I hate to say it. I don't know where the mine is. We walked up onto that point over there, and I think it might be on the other side of that. It wasn't. It doesn't appear to be here, unless it's I don't know. I don't know where the mine is. At least where the mine shaft is. This was obviously remnants of some of the buildings and stuff here. There's a random post. I don't know. But it's a pretty drive up here. All these teddy bear cactus sure are cool. But I don't know where mine is. Alright, the plan is just to make our way back off of this trail since it's an out and back. And not too far from where we turned off to come up here are some campsites I have marked on the map. I'm not going to stay there. It's not even noon yet. It's only just after 11. But I figured that'd be a great place for lunch. So the next goal is to go check out those campsites, have lunch, and then carry on. Well, I got a little bit of cell signal and decided to do a quick Google search on this Bradshaw trail that I'm on. And apparently it's an overland stage route from western Colorado to southern California. It's part of that. This is a remnant of that much longer road that was established in 1862 by William Bradshaw, hence the name. And it was the first route that connected the gold fields near La Paz in the U.S. New Mexico territory to southern California's more populated west coast. So there you go. It connected the mining districts to the California west coast. So we're driving on a bit of history here from the late 1800s. Okay. Well, we've deviated off the Bradshaw Trail just a little bit. Wanted to come up here, had another campsite marked, and another point of interest. Apparently there's an abandoned boat up here. There's a nice little campsite. Good firing. Wonder if that's it. Huh. Well, that is an odd place for what looks like a sailboat. Very odd indeed. Why is there a sailboat in the middle of the desert, Rooster? You know? That's weird. Oh, there's this nice little little washout area. Just down from the boat. Feels like a good place for lunch. We'll take that out of the way. It's very private. Nice sand. It'll be good. It is so unbelievably quiet, peaceful out here. I'm really shocked I haven't seen anybody today. I'm 40 miles into this today, which, I mean, I've covered a lot of ground so far. But with all the side-by-side traffic that I saw last night at camp, really surprised I haven't seen anybody else on the trail today. Except for that couple that was at the bridge, but I don't know where they went. Gosh, it's just so peaceful. Wow. Well, on the move again. I'm definitely interested to come back and check out that Chuckawalla Well trail, because it says extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. I'd be interested in coming back out with some friends and seeing how extremely difficult that really is. Sounds like fun, but not today. This is kind of a cool section. Just a big, wide, 4-lane sandy highway. I can see lining up like 4. Miles an hour, just cruising. I just love the little pops of yellow flowers along this section of road. They just stand out so well against all the beige. All of a sudden it just changed to a very nice graded, almost blacktop road. Rooster and I stopped for gas back in Palo Verde, very little town. They did have a gas station that had frazzles. These are so good. I love them. And now we are about to cross into Arizona and find camp somewhere in the wilderness. That's the plan. All right, driving over the Colorado River, and it's beautiful. Blowing pretty good too. Welcome to Arizona. Beautiful view of the river. I've turned off the river road there. I'll start making my way over into the inland. Well, camp is basically straight ahead at the edge of the mountains, or maybe slightly in the mountains. Well, that was fun. That was the first time I've actually had to engage four-wheel drive. That was a good one. I like that one a lot. I think this is going to be a lovely spot. Tucked here into the mountains. Just right over there is where the wilderness area begins, so no vehicle traffic back there. Not exactly flat through a lot of this, but there's a old remnants of a firing here. So yeah, we'll get camp set up and it's nice and early. We've got time to chill. Well, I think it's time to feed Rooster. Almost got the next video finished, so it's a good time to take a break. Temperatures are dropping a little bit. Feels real nice. But I want to show you a couple new things that I'm testing on this trip. This is a Rux tote. This is their biggest one, and the lid secures with kind of bungee things, but you can just pull it off. The lid folds up nice and small like that. I'm using it as my food tote for this trip, but when you're not using it, you can punch the sides in here and collapse it flat, which I think is awesome. So the Rux tote, so far a big fan of this one. And then you saw me get it out. This is Kamek's outpost hammock setup, and it's designed to, have legs on one side and attached to the vehicle on the other. And I think this is absolutely brilliant because it's this little ball, so you can swing it around to the side, you can swing it whichever way you want to, and this is designed to clamp on different racks, or do like this and mount to the tracks on the inside. It's really awesome. I think Rooster liked it. I think we're going to lay down in it in a little bit. I didn't bring the full setup, otherwise I might sleep in it. But Rooster's never slept in a hammock, so I don't know how that would go. But I think it's awesome. Especially when you're in the desert like this, there's no trees to hang from. None at all. So if you're a hammock camper, and you want to come to the desert, this is how you do it. It's way awesome. And I haven't had Hormel chili in a long time. Probably a reason. Looks like something a rooster would eat. Oh yeah. That's a dang good chili dog. That's real good. She's so loud. Good morning from the southwest Arizona desert. The plan today is just to continue exploring. I know it shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to enter the Kofa Wildlife Refuge, which super pumped about that. And I don't know if I'll spend all day in there. I don't know if I'll camp in there. I don't know. This is a trip with no agenda other than to explore and just soak it all in. So that's the plan. I'm gonna just finish getting packed up and then we'll head out of here. Alrighty. There you go. I just realized that I shut your bone up in the tent. I'm sorry. I have to go get it.
5 minutes later.
There you go. There you go. Let's go. All right, we're off. Let today's journey begin. I'm super pumped about this one, just because I know I'm going into Kofa, and I've seen other videos of the Kofa Wildlife Refuge, and beautiful. I know it's there to protect bighorn sheep, so fingers crossed I'll get to see some of those. But what I'm most excited about is just the unknown. And that's what separates this trip from my previous desert trips and videos. Is those we were on a timetable, we were with friends, you know, Brad and Regina in Anza Borrego, Epic Family Road Trip, and on the El Camino del Diablo. And each one of those trips we had certain things we wanted to see. We had a specific end time that we had to be done with the trip. And that is a certain type of trip that I do love and enjoy. But this is my favorite kind of trip because there is no agenda other than to explore and see what I can find, try to get to camp early. That's the point of this. Got this one little technical section here that I enjoyed doing yesterday, so we'll see how it is going the other way. Well, yesterday coming in here, that was the only time I needed four-wheel drive all day. And that's fine because it's there when I need it. And the point of these types of trips are not to conquer technical terrain. Those trips definitely have their place and I love those trips, but this is not one of those trips. This is exploration and just seeing amazing things. And if in the exploration we hit technical sections, then boom, we can conquer those, or we can evaluate them and reroute if I feel like it's too risky, because we are in the desert, we are solo. There's not a lot of people out wandering around these trails. There was no one here last night. Like, didn't hear a soul, not a vehicle, not a nothing. So I always want my viewers to know you can do this without a, you know, super built vehicle. Everything I did yesterday, a stock four-wheel drive would have done just fine, and you would have had an amazing time until you got to there. Then there were other places you could camp, and you didn't have to go there. So just be mindful of that. Like right there to the right, you can go camp over there. That was one of my options yesterday. Nice and flat. Absolutely zero technicality to get here. Actually, I just shifted back into two-wheel drive. So just know that's the point of this. I am being mindful that I am by myself in the desert in an unknown area. completely unknown terrain, and definitely having the mindset of, I gotta drive this home. But if my wife has to get an SOS text and has to come rescue me and leave her training, she's not gonna be, because I did something stupid, she's not gonna be a happy wife, and I don't blame her. Saw this old cabin up here with a sign marker. Thought I'd come check it out. I don't know what this is. Some old log cabin. The Cibola Cabin, built in 1910 as a second home. River overflowed, no possible to live on the valley floor. Old dog trot cabin. Huh. I think it's seen better days. Definitely a fixer-upper. Well, it looks like we are jumping on a portion of the Arizona Peace Trail, which is kind of cool. I definitely want to come back at some point and do all of the Arizona Peace Trail. Glad to know I'm on part of it now, because I think that'd be fun. It's like 700 and something miles long. Like, it'd take a long time to do it, but it sounds like it would be awesome, because you go from the desert up into the mountains, so you got to be prepared for all the weathers. I'm not going up into the mountains on this trip because I'm not prepared for all the weathers. Seeing what this looks like on the drone image, I mean, it just really puts into perspective how vast and desolate the desert is. And to think that you're all alone out here. I'm not saying it's the smartest thing I've ever done, but if you want to get away from people, this is a good place to do it. You know, you go to places like Colorado and Utah, and I mean, you see people all over the place. I really think Arizona is highly underrated as an off-roading and especially overlanding destination. I mean, this has got some sweet terrain, places to camp, things to see, history. It's quite awesome. It's crazy how much land the U.S. military owns down here in the deserts. All day yesterday, I was skirting the edge and kind of cutting in and out of corners of a huge military land in California. The whole time we were on the El Camino del Diablo a few weeks ago. Started with the, what do they call it? Bombing area, laser range area that you just get to drive through. Now we're on the Yuma Proving Grounds, which is a huge area, and we're just cutting through the northern corner of it. But it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And some of it we just get to drive through. I want to see, you know, bombs being dropped in the distance. This is the Yuma Proving Ground, so I mean, it makes me wonder, what are they proving? What they got to prove? They need to improve their road. That's what they need to do, because it's very rough. It's not nice soft sand. It's not fun technical. It's just rough. So the Yuma Proving Ground needs to improve the road. I mean, prove that they can do that. That'd be great. I'm officially off military land. I'm excited. actually I think it's just an exit with gas, maybe a little town. Just not far from here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and top off with gas. I do think it is wise when you're doing this type of trip. When there's opportunity to get gas, get gas. Even if it means, a few miles out of the way, you never know what you're getting into and how far it may be to the next gas station. So I'm going to take an opportunity to get gas, and it just happens to be lunchtime, and I'm sure there will be a place to grab a burger. So that's the plan.
Would you like to start a pretzel baconator?
No, thank you.
What can I get started for you today?
I'd like a son of baconator.
Okay, combo?
No, I do want small fries. I don't need a drink.
Okay.
And on that, everything except tomato with extra mayonnaise. A Wendy's and a gas station, like a mile from the dirt? Heck yeah. This is much better than the sandwich I was going to make. I like this kind of overlanding. Great. Whoever's maintaining these roads could teach a thing or two to the people in the Yuma Proving Grounds area. These people know how to do it right. I'm pumped because the next section of this Arizona Peace Trail that I'm on goes right between the mountains. This section of trail is awesome. I love this. Just being down here in this little valley through the mountains. This big saguaro's next to us. All the green ocotillos shooting up. It's not boring to look at. I love it. I gotta say, the Arizona Peace Trail has redeemed itself with this section. I was worried going through that military land, but this makes up for it because this is fun and it's technical enough and it's beautiful through this area, and I am just loving it so much. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like with water flowing through these low sections. Might be impassable then, I don't know. But we'll definitely make it more interesting. Wow, made it. That was freaking awesome and way more intense than I expected, and really glad that my Jeep is built the way that it is. Hang on. There we go. Oh, that would have been really rough in a stock vehicle. Like real rough. And the hardest section I didn't film because I was just so focused on driving. But that's why the Gladiator's built the way that it is, so I get stuff like that and I don't have to turn around. Definitely more than I expected to get into on this trip. And being solo. Not saying I would recommend that, but all is well. Whew, that was intense. That's fun. I like that section a lot. And now I'm obviously back on just normal dirt road. In just a minute, the Arizona Peace Trail is going to cut north. I'm going to continue on east to Kofa. Beautiful view from here. Wow. I mean, minus the power lines. I've turned off the main dirt road that goes through this section. That's is safe for all vehicles, and onto one of the four-wheel drive tracks. I'm already surprised at how many campsites I'm seeing along the trails. Quite a few. Nobody in them, yay. But I wouldn't really want to camp right beside the road like these two spots are here. But if there's no traffic on the road, who cares? Absolutely love these fields of teddy bear cactus. I don't remember the official name. Regina told me, but teddy bear cactus is what stuck, or cuddly bear cactus, one of the two. But they're just the neatest little cactus. And they grow and then they drop off little babies, and then little babies stick to animals and people and go somewhere else, and they make more babies. They're just the coolest looking cactus, and they're real cute. They almost look fuzzy, but don't touch one because those suckers hurt real bad. The cuteness, do not let it fool you. I'm currently exploring a dead-end spur looking for that slam dunk epic campsite. I did find a really nice one just a little bit ago, but I just want to press on and actually get in these mountains and see what's back here. I did find a very nice campsite, but there was another person camped maybe 200 yards away, and that was a little too peoply for me. So I thought I would explore this track and get deeper into these mountains. And I don't figure there'll be any traffic down this dead end road. Fingers crossed. Wish there was a campsite tucked in there, but there's not. There's a sign down here that says no vehicles allowed. Went about halfway down the dead end spur and found this. I think it will do very nicely. It does have a small fire ring, which I might actually put to use later. There's enough dead tree stuff around here. Should be good. But I think this is just beautiful. I think this will do nicely. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Feels amazing out here. There we go. Hammock in the desert. Gotta love it. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna have these little pinwheels, ready made, that I picked up at Kroger. I think they will be quite yummy. And then with those, just mashed potatoes. But they're made better by mixing in this little herb cream cheese stuff. Fancy. Not really. Pretend fancy. But delicious. And not great. Like, I don't know where the cheese went. All melted in a pan, I guess. And the steak is, I mean, it was a pre-made sirloin from Kroger. What did I expect? Oh well, I mean, it'll eat. Mashed potatoes are excellent. That's the winner right there. have any. You had your breakfast. No, you had your breakfast. You can't have any. It's real good though. It's real good. It's better than your dog food for sure. But you can't have any. As you can see, I am eating oatmeal soup. I got a little heavy-handed with the water. Still tastes good. But the plan today is to continue east. I have loved just the brief amount of time I spent in Kofa getting here yesterday. Oh, this place is unreal gorgeous. And as much as I would like to just stay in the National Wildlife Refuge, my plan is to head east and explore east. But I think probably in 2 days from now, I'm gonna come back. I think I'm gonna come back. I'm in the northern section of Kofa. I think I'm gonna come back and explore the southern section of Kofa because it's just so gorgeous. All right, we're off. I am so glad that I took this little dead-end canyon trail. Found that campsite last night. It was so peaceful. I cannot stress how crazy peaceful camping in the desert like this is. It's unlike any place I've ever been. And I've camped in some very remote places. But there's just something about just the sounds, lack thereof, of the desert. Man, it is so cool. We are gonna go explore more of the northern section of the Kofa Wilderness and then head out further east, kind of towards Phoenix. Well, we'll not go to Phoenix, but just in that direction to see what we can see. I did have a friend message me that outside of here to the east on some trails that you can get into some pretty gnarly stuff. So I have no idea what we're going to get into. So far, I am 0 for 3 on my, 0 for 4 on my wildlife watch through Kofa. Bighorn sheep, rattlesnakes, Mojave or Western Diamondback, I don't care. Tarantulas and Gila monsters. Doubt I'm going to see any of those driving around in the daytime, but didn't see any last night at camp either. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So far, I'm 0 for 4. I really think Arizona is highly underrated for an off-roading and overlanding destination. There's so much variety here. You've got the mountains with currently snow up north around Flagstaff. You've got the desert down here in the south. Like, I would love to go explore Flagstaff, and we will when we come back for Expo West. We're going to come early and explore that area. So I'm pumped about that trip already. But man, this Sonoran Desert in the wintertime, it is the place to be. If this is not on your bucket list, put it on your bucket list. Because it is way cool. I can't imagine what it's like out here in the summertime. Like, no way. Don't want to know that. But gosh, it is just so vast. There's so much public land out here. And I mean, Southern California as well. It just goes. Probably Southwest New Mexico as well. So the desert in the wintertime, that's I think where you're going to find me in the future when I'm on my trips, and especially when we're traveling full time in a year and a half. This Southwest desert in the wintertime, that's going to be where it's at. Made it to what's known as the Kofa Cabin. Owned by the CCC back in the 1930s. Open to the public to visit and camp overnight on a first come first served basis. Interesting. Guess that means you can go in. Oh, wow. It's a little musty smelling in here, but if you needed a place to seek shelter, this would do. Huh. Kind of cool. Not what I expected. Let's see, there's some provisions here. Refried beans, some ramen, oatmeal, bunch of candles, magazines for, when you get bored. Ballistic, that's a good one. New Yorker, not so much good. Current 2024 calendar. Huh. Toilet paper. That's pretty cool. Never know what you're gonna find out here. There's multiple fire rings around the outside perimeter. So I guess you could camp here and not stay inside the cabin. That's a big one. Okay. As driving through this lower area, flanked on each side by mountain and ridge lines. You know, I'm in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. This is a refuge for wildlife. Where's the wildlife? Like, there should be herds of sheep up on the ridge line just waving. Like, hey, good to see ya. Mule deer out in the distance just flapping their ears going, hey, what's up? Because this is their refuge. They're safe here. Like, there's over 600,000 acres here in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. They should like all be here. I've been in this place for like 24 hours. I saw a quail and a couple lizards. That's it. I'm like, where are they? Well, I believe this is called Red Rocks Pass. Elevation 2,459 feet. Cool. Nice views. This is the Hoodoo Cabin. Lawn cabin for the Colorado Western Cattle Company, built around 1940 from a kit. Interesting. Overnight stops for cattle employees. Check miles of fencing. Cabin was restored in 2007. Public is welcome to stay overnight in the cabin to experience the desolation of life in the 1940s. I don't think I want to experience the desolation of life. Let's go check it out. Hello? Wow. Wow, check out that old stove. Please don't use the stove. No running water. Beds. Cat food. More candles. Books. Oklahoma, Tennessee, Wyoming. What are these? Huh. Interesting. Bathroom, non-working shower. Interesting. Come on, Rooster. Cool old stove. Yeah. I wouldn't even have a clue how to work that thing. Well, after that hoodoo cabin, it is time for us to turn east, and we are not far from leaving the Kofa Wilderness and entering BLM land to go explore some new areas. After doing some more research, I think I'm definitely coming back here later in the week. to explore the southern section. There's more history down there. There's more mines. There's a ghost town down there. Actually, it's a museum. But I want to come check that out. So I'm leaving Kofa now, but I'm gonna come back later. I'll circle back. Well, this is bizarre. It's listed on the map as an old homestead site, but I expected buildings, not a garden of Soya cactus. It'd be a cool place to camp. There's a fire ring. Huh. I feel like I need to drive through the cactus tunnel. The Havatter Homestead site. Okay, I need to know what this is. I mean, this is like a little oasis out here. There's grass. I mean, it's just a nice little spot. I need to know more. I would definitely enjoy camping here. It'd be way cool. But that's just weird. Huh. We are officially out of the wildlife refuge in the BLM land. I've been waiting to get those views since yesterday. God, it's just so beautiful, and then seeing it from the air is just so incredible. Of course, there's pretty darn good views from the ground here too. Got like till we get to camp. It's almost 4 o'clock, so I think the timing of that will be perfect. And I'm excited because apparently this camp is right near a natural arch. So I don't know if you can see it from camp, but from what I understand, it's a very, very short hike from the camp to the arch. And we go through a lava flow as well to get there. So, I mean, the next 5 miles, there's a lot of cool stuff. Occupational hazard in the desert, I guess. Ugh. Man, looks like we're in there. Dang, I can't get that out. There we go. That's rough. Look at that. Just all over the place. Imagine that if that was your flesh. Man, those are awful. This is the little spines of the teddy bear cactus. Vicious. Wow. What a view. I feel like as soon as we left the wildlife refuge, I mean, everything opened up. And now we're actually going up and in and around and over the mountains, and you got these epic views as you come over one. Well, you didn't have this in the refuge. It's so different. The terrain is different. The trails are different. It's crazy. It is gorgeous. I don't know how well it's coming through on camera, but there's a little arch out there in the distance. It's called Natural Arch. And there is Royal Arch, and right over there is where camp's gonna be. Pretty cool. Is a jackrabbit. At least some sort of long-eared hare. The first real wildlife I've seen. There it goes. Pretty cute. I think this is going to make for a really cool campsite. Got the arch view in the background. Beautiful little spot. What an incredible day. And it's 4:30. Plenty of time just to chill here at camp. It's just so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is what it's all about. And I can't wait to see what the sunset is, because we haven't really had any sunsets the last couple nights. So I may have to launch the drone up. Sun's actually going to set on the other side of the arch. So I may see if I can get a cool shot with the sunset and the arch from the drone. Gosh, this is amazing. I mean, tucked in here, I'm guessing this is lava stuff, lava flow rocks. All the saguaros. It's just so good. Rooster and I have just been relaxing. Almost took a nap. Rooster took a big nap. I just fed her dinner, and we're just gonna walk up this hill. This is kind of rough on her paws, so I'm not gonna go very far. You can hike up to the arch, but I know she's not up for that. I don't want to carry her up that hill. But I do want to come see what's over here. Wow, it's beautiful. Sunset still kissing the mountain over there. Just lightly touching tops of those. Holy crap, Rooster, we slept in today. Dang. Good morning. The sun is already way up. This has got to be one of the coolest and most unique views to see getting out of your tent. Got the Royal Arch up there. I think it's gonna be a beautiful day. What a beautiful spot. I think this is definitely the highlight of the trip so far as camping spots go. It's just breathtaking. This whole desert, remote ruggedness, just really has a uniqueness to it that I haven't experienced anywhere else. You're in my shot, Rooster. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. All right, we're off. And I know I just said it, but I'm super pumped. The weather is beautiful today. So the scenery is beautiful today. And we're gonna go into places that I have never been before, and that excites me. As much as I love revisiting, some of my favorite places, they're my favorites for a reason. My favorite thing to do is to go places I've never been before and see things for the first time with my own eyeballs. I love the unknown. I love the new. So, let's go. Rooster's ready. She's ready to go see new things with her little puppy eyeballs. I know one of the areas that we're going to get into later is along the Gila River, and according to my map and some of the research I've done, apparently there's a water crossing or two along it, which I think would be crazy cool. Never done. I mean, if there's water in it, it is the desert. But I'm excited about that. I'm anxious to see if that is true. Because, you know me, I'm a sucker for a good water crossing, and crossing a river. That sounds good. Breakfast on the go. I think Pop Tarts are highly underrated, especially for an adult breakfast. I'm perfectly fine with not heating them up. I'm sure it has the nutritional value of Lent, but they taste real good, and it makes my stomach not hurt from being hungry. And they're super fast. Not sponsored either. That's free. On the map, there's a waypoint out here called Indian Marker, or Aztec Marker. Let's be out there. Come on, Rooster. Let's go find this Aztec Marker. Don't step on a cactus, please. All right, what do we got here? Oh, it's a direction marker in arrow that's north. Huh. So they're saying this is from the Aztecs? Okay, I don't want to be skeptical, but are we sure this is from the Aztecs and not just... Oh, shoot. Rooster got a cactus. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, darling. All right, let's take a look. Oh, hey, you can hit a good one. I told you to stay away from those. Hold on. Yeah. That's not bad. There. No better? No better? Okay, hey. Hey. Oh, wait, you got a little one on your back paw, too. What are you doing? Oh, there we go. Hey, look at me. I told you, you gotta stay away from the cactus. Okay? Can't do that. No stepping on the cactus. Okay, I think it's probably safer to just carry Rooster around because there's little teddy bear cactus babies all over the place. And look at this guy. Look, whole bunch of little teddy bear cactus babies. So I'll just hold her. Okay, so as I was saying, not to sound skeptical or anything, but how do we know that this is some Aztec or Indian marker and not just someone bored in the desert in 1994? That's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. Here's how we know. Because here it spells out Aztec. A-Z-T-E-C. Aztec. Well, there you go. That solves that riddle. I mean, it says it's Aztec, so Aztec. I think I'm gonna have to launch the drone here and see what this looks like from above. Here's an O with a directional marker going that way. What is this? Looks like a 4. Is that a 4? 41, maybe? Yeah, I think 41. Huh. All right, let's get the drone in the air and see what this looks like.
Take off.
Okay. All right, that is definitely, oops, definitely a north waypoint marker. Okay, let's see. Yep, definitely spells Aztec. And the O with the arrow and 41. I don't know. Let me go up higher. See if there's anything else here that I can see. No, I don't see anything else. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. There's no Aztecs here in southern Arizona, is there? And if there were, they didn't spell it in English like Aztec. So I'm calling BS on this one. If someone knows like what the actual history of this thing is, let me know, because I'm putting my money on someone bored in the late 1990s. not any legitimate Native American activity here. I mean, I'm sure there was, but I don't think they would spell out Aztec and North in the rocks, because they would not have known North, nor would they have called it North to spell with an N. So there's that. Okay, well, that's cool. Random things in the desert. Kind of reminds me when we were in Anza-Borrego with Brad. And the statues. Just random stuff people do in the desert because they're bored. Now in an area with more shrubs and grass and some trees. I think this is a lower area that gets more water. There's a higher concentration of water here, not sure. Much fewer cactus here, just a few saguaros. But it's different. I like it. I just continue to be amazed by the variety here in the Sonoran Desert. I mean, not only with the plant life, but the terrain, the mountains, the flat areas and stuff. I don't know what those mountains are in the distance, but I would love to get over there. Unfortunately, I'm not. Here in just a little bit. I'm heading east now. Here in just a little bit, I'm going to turn south again, and will not make it to those mountains. Have to save that for another time. Not sure which one to take. That's cool. Well, I've been driving through this land of nothingness for a little while now. You know, Kara and Danielle are competing in the Rebel Rally, which is an all-women's off-road rally. It takes place in October, and they are down here in the Imperial Sand Dunes of Southern California, doing a 7-day long intense rally training with Nina Barlow. And so today is day 4. Today they're in class. They're in Yuma, Arizona at a hotel, having a class day. Well, yesterday they got to go out in the dunes. They had been learning about, doing the waypoints and all that, because there's no electronics involved in this rally. None. No. It's paper maps, compass, rulers, plotting, waypoints, headings. It's all that. No Gaia GPS. I would be lost. They killed it yesterday. They gave them a number of different waypoints to go find. They were the only rookies that found them all, and they did find every single one of them. And only one of them did they not get like dead accurate on the marker. You get a certain number of points depending on how close to the waypoint you get, and only one marker did they not get full points. They got 5 out of 7 points on that one. So I am so crazy proud of them. And Kara has been killing it driving in the dunes. She was real nervous about that. So I'm super proud of them. And since they are staying in the hotel tonight, I'm going to surprise Kara and meet them. I'm going to go. That's where I'm going. I'm going to Yuma to surprise her. So the end of this video will be hopefully I'll get to there before they come out of class, and hopefully the end of this video is me sitting on the tailgate just waiting for them to come out. And her surprise, I'm guessing there'll be tears. Hopefully there'll be tears. If there's not tears, I'm going to be disappointed. Happy tears. So that's the surprise. That's where I'm going. And that's how the video will end. So spoiler alert. But we're now just cruising through this land of nothingness. Like, there's not even anything cool here. It's flat and it's dirt and it's bushes. Getting hungry. Thought I'd stop and just grab some lunch meat. Take a minute just to chill. There's this little oasis here. I guess there's maybe a little stream down there. Alright, I gotta say, this is actually pretty cool. Because this road just goes and goes and goes for miles. And you can just fly down it. I'm in 45 and having a blast. It's a very nice road. What few bumps there are, just sailing over. It's actually pretty fun. road's changed from a highway to a deep sandy two-track in places. Well, I've gone from really thinking I was going to get there early to now wondering if I'm going to be late. This trail has slowed down so much and there's still quite a bit to go. I'm trying to push it as much as I can so I'm not late. If I am late, that's fine. I was surprised by knocking on the hotel room door and boom, it's me. Honestly, she'll probably be more excited to see Rooster than me, but I'll be a close second. Those mountains in the distance that look like they're getting hammered by rain, that's the southern portion of the Kofa Wilderness where I will head back to tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like if it's all muddy. Well, this area looks interesting. Can't see. There we go. That is way cool. That was fun. Did not expect that. We are getting real close to the town and the interstate. The map shows a river ford up here, but I'm thinking it's not real. Yeah, nope, that was it. That was the Gila River, or the Gila River. It was dry. I am a lot disappointed in that. I wanted to do a river crossing. I mean, technically I did. It was just dried up. Alright, made it to the hotel and conference center. Now to see how much longer she has and surprise her.
I know, more math? Who wants more math? Oh, who's that?
Come here. Oh. Hi, darling.
Hi, how are you doing?
Surprising you.
Oh no, no. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, no.
This is quite puckery. I'm used to shelf roads, but not a shelf road on both sides. I've never driven anything quite like this before. And by myself. It's coming over these blind hills. It's like being in Moab on Hell's Revenge. Oh. only thing that makes me okay doing this trail by myself is the fact that I've got the forward-facing trail cam in this Gladiator. This is a lifesaver. Oh. I really didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought I was just going to be cruising through some beautiful BLM land in the desert, but I didn't know I was going to get a heart workout. You may wonder, what have I gotten myself into? And that's a very good question. I don't really know the answer to that yet. The plan for today is to head to the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. Got some work done this morning. It's now almost 1 o'clock, and Rooster and I are heading back out to see what we can find. We are on a portion of the Arizona Peace Trail just north of Yuma, and I thought, oh, let's take the scenic route, go through the mountains, through the BLM land, and get there that way. I had no idea that I would be literally driving on a ridge line, some spots barely as wide as my Gladiator. So this has had some pucker factors already, and based on what I can see or can't see at the moment ahead of me, this is gonna ride these ridge lines for a little while. I know this section is about 9 miles long, and I'm about 5 miles into it. So here we go. Wish me luck. Spoiler alert, if you're watching this video, I made it. Yeah, this isn't sketchy at all. Yeah, don't like it. My view in here is the same as your view on the camera, and it is blind, and I am thankful for the trail cam. Holy crap. Where did I go? There we go. Ha, there's the road. I think that was the worst one of all. almost off this. I legit thought that this was just going to be a beautiful, easy drive through BLM land to get to Kofa. But no. I mean, it's easy. There's nothing technical about this except the nerve-wracking nature of being on a very steep ridgeline with blind uphill to downhill corners. Like, if I didn't have the trail cam, legit, this would not be doable alone. I mean, it would be, but you'd be getting out a whole lot in precarious situations just to check and see where does the freaking trail go. Almost done. That body of water is, I think, part some offshoot lake kind of thing of the Colorado River in the distance. All right, out of that section, there was another section I was going to go run that I'm guessing, based on the map, is similar. But I'm going to skip that because I didn't think that was going to take near as long. And I want to get to Kofa, and I want to see the old mining ghost town museum and some of the other mines and stuff in the area. I will camp in Kofa tonight and then continue on tomorrow. So I'm just gonna sit down this rough dirt road. Yeah, my whoa thing. It's just a little dirt road and just a very short amount of pavement to get there, so it shouldn't take too long unless this road stays this way. Can confirm. Sign is accurate. That is Castle Dome Peak right in front of us. I think it's the highest peak in this range, at just over 3,700 feet. Stands out really well. So the mining operation here was in operation until the 1970s. Wow. It's crazy to think that this was potentially someone's house. I don't know if this has been restored or if this is just the way that it's been all these years. But oops, sorry, Rooster. But it really gives you a taste of what life must have been like here. This is one of the best museums that I've ever been to that really make you feel like you've gone back in time. Oh wow, they've got an old stagecoach. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Wow. Yeah. Can you imagine living here and working here in the summer times? wonder if they've got a 10mm socket around here somewhere. Drill bits for getting through the mine. What a cool stove. Must have been the general store. Apparently the dentist. Ew. I can't stand going to the dentist in 2024. I can't imagine how awful it was back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. No thanks. The little church is cool. Pipe organ? Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. This is the sheriff's office. And check out this jail. Well, he was in here a little too long. I think it wouldn't take much to get your way out of this. Shackles and ball. Wow, that's cool. Well, I think you can spend all day just walking around exploring every nook and cranny of this place. Unfortunately, we don't have time because we need to find camp. And from here, we're going to go through what's known as McPherson Pass, get deeper into this southern portion of Kofa, and then once we're through McPherson Pass, camp will be a high priority. It's already 3:20. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through McPherson Pass, so we better head out. The sign at the turnoff said that McPherson Pass was 9 miles down this road. So it's going to take a little longer than I expected it to. But I love driving through these cactus, and it's just a real pretty road. But being back at that museum really got me thinking, if I could go back in time, I think the time period I'd most want to explore is sometime in the 1800s. That Wild West days, riding across the Western Plains on horseback, early to mid 1800s, I think. There's just something about that time period and being out here in the desert has just really got me thinking about that. There's just something about that resonates with me. Just to experience that, that sense of exploration and their freedom, and the land claims back then, Little House on the Prairie days. But moving to Oregon Trail days without the dysentery. I think that would be so cool. So I'm just curious, if you could go back in time and live in a different time period, what time period kind of draws you to it, resonates with you? That's mine. this drive through this McPherson Pass Trail, I think, is the best so far in all of Kofa that I've experienced. It is absolutely breathtaking. I keep finding myself straining my neck, looking up on the hillsides, on the ridge lines, just looking for wildlife. No luck, by the way. I have seen a few ground squirrels. That's about it. They don't stick around long enough for me to film. Real cute though. But this is absolutely breathtaking. There's about every form of cactus piled in this one spot that I've seen so far. Oh, that was harsh. I might should spend more time watching the trail than looking up at the bluffs. Well, this is McPherson Pass. I don't know if it's the highest trail in Kofa. It's what, 1,927 feet in elevation. But it's at least the highest part in that on this trail. Real pretty. Well, it is 4:45. And I'm really thinking about camp. I would like to find someplace a little out of the wind because it's pretty windy through here. I don't know if that's possible, but at this point, I would like to be at camp in the next 30 minutes. I am optimistic that along this wash, maybe in this more flat area there, there'll be some good campsites. All I need is one. This looks like a lovely place to call home for the night. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this will do nicely. This was actually not far from where I recorded that last little bit. It's private here, hidden behind the bushes. It's not far from the road, but I don't think there's going to be any traffic. And it's tucked in here on this hillside. The wind is coming through here, but it's very directional, and I've got my tent positioned so that the hard shells get in the bulk of the wind. I think it's going to be awesome. What do you think, Rooster? Rooster approves. Yeah. Don't bite my ear. Good girl. I know some consider it heresy to come to an amazing place like this and bring the internet with you. But let's be honest. If that's you. If you could do your job and have meetings and upload things and access things here instead of an office, you'd do it in a heartbeat. You know you would. Like this beats an office 100 out of 100 times. Yeah, you know you would. Well, the meeting is over, and I'm hungry, and Rooster is hungry. Rooster is going to have her food. And I think I'm going to have just some bratwurst tonight. Nothing fancy. Nope. Well, because of my meeting, I wasn't able to show you the beautiful sunset. Just the way the light was hitting the edges of the mountains. It was quite beautiful. But hopefully, I will be able to show you the sunrise in the morning. Cheddar brats with mochetta. Simple and delicious. That may be the best brat I've ever had. It's time for bed. We'll see you in the morning. Good night. Leftover Cinnabon from a gas stop a few days ago. I forgot how big these were, and I bought two, and I haven't even finished one yet. Of course, with extra icing, because I'm 12. Gotta have extra icing. But the plan for the day is continue exploring Kofa. Go more into the heart of this southern section. I know there's quite a few old mines I'd love to find and check out, but just keep going into it and see what we can find. Soak in the beauty of this little mountain range here. It is quite spectacular. Alright, we are off. Let's go see what we can find. I know I say this all the time, but it's exploring the new areas that's my absolute favorite thing. So there's an intersection up here. Gotta decide which way to go. I already know which way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right because going left gets you to the highway pretty quick, and I don't want to do that for obvious reasons. So I want to get deeper into Kofa and see what cool things lay around each corner. There should totally just be like a herd of bighorn sheep just up there on the rocks looking down. But there's not. I'm not convinced there's any in here. We're about to exit this section of McPherson Pass and drive across that plain to the mountains in the distance. Right in front of us is an old mine. I'm gonna go check that out. Well, looks like we have to walk in. The road here has seen better days. That's all right. A little exercise would be nice. There's this one old building here, and then a bunch of remnants of some buildings up there. That's a lot higher than it looks from back where we parked. Oh, there's an arch up there. Look at, there's a little information sign here. A Taurus Mine Cabin. The last structure standing from the North Star Company mining camp. Rooster? No, ma'am. Rooster, come. Get back here. Get back here. Though the town only existed for 5 years, meaning 2,000 people lived here. Wow. That was a lot. I've got the doors locked, but the windows are open. Oh, what a beautiful screened-in patio. I bet this was real nice. Heck of a view, too. Wow, what a different life back then. Oh, some hardy people who lived out here. Let's go see what we can find over there. Well, there's not a good way to get up there. Be cool to know what those old building foundations were for. That's pretty cool. And there's another mine just a few miles down the road and around the corner. So we'll check it out, see what it's like. This is a very well preserved little mining area. What a beautiful spot. Dang. The Rob Roy Mine. Fred White, discoverer of the mine, had a fear of being buried alive. That's awesome. I am carrying Rooster through here. She likes to get up under the buildings and get in the shade, and I don't blame her, but I'm really worried about her startling a rattlesnake or something that way. That's really cool. I'm not sure those boards look sturdy enough to go further in. In 2024, it's hard to imagine what life was like living out here like this, working in the mines. For me, this was super easy to get to in my Jeep. But I think back then, not quite as easy. What a gorgeous spot. You also got to wonder if the miners, this was like living in the city for them. Did they appreciate how gorgeous this is? Or is it just like, I'm going to work today? Oh, those two mines were way cool. I love places like this with history of the area still intact and around, and you can walk through it and get a sense for what it might have been like. But we've got a little ways to go, so we're just gonna keep on driving, and if we see something cool, we're gonna stop. Came around a corner and the view just opened up. Look at that vast plain out there. Well, this intersection marks the end of this video, and sadly the end of mine and Rooster's solo journey through the Southwest Arizona Sonoran Desert. It's been such a great time, and she has been such a great pup. But I know going that way gets me back to the highway where I can then go and rendezvous back with Kara. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you get to come down here and experience some of this desert in the wintertime. It's incredible. But if you would, give us that YouTube love, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out the Patreon link in the description. If you want to support the channel, gain access to all of our GPS data, like from this trip, all the campsites and routes and stuff that Rooster and I found. Special content, special events that we do. Check out the Patreon link in the description. And for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Bye.